G'day YouTube. Didn't see you there. Welcome. I'm going to be continuing the drawing that I was doing last stream, so let me bring it up on screen and share it with you. That's what we're working with. Don't know why it's got the old chat in there, but let me try and fix that. One moment, please, caller. Updated chat box test. Get rid of the duplicated audio. I'm going to go ahead and close that as well. Interesting. I don't know why it keeps the old chat on there, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Something to figure out later on, I suppose. We are going to have some music playing as well. And we're going to be drawing. Again, I still haven't figured out how to get the alert noises for when someone puts something in chat, and I am going to be drawing for a lot of this, so if I do miss something in chat, please be patient. I'm new at this, okay? Alright. Anyway, moving on. I probably should have tested the draw pad before starting this, but looks like we're good to go. Brush size 40. It's a bit of a thin brush, but let's zoom on in, because what we're going to be doing is crisping up some of these lines. What I mean by that is we're going to make sure that they taper off to points where they need to, and where there's a little gap like this, we're going to fill in the gap. Try and get this line weight figured out. And tidy up some things. Alright. So I'm literally just going to work my way around the outside first before moving in. See, things like this, we can, oh, I've gone to a different pen, we can run that down more. And then hit the eraser. Now, as this is a costume made of fabric, it doesn't matter if it's a bit wobbly in parts. I'm good with that. That's my excuse for having sloppy line work. And not everything has to be a point. In fact, I kind of, erase would be good. I kind of prefer if they're soft points. The only reason I went with a hard point at the top is because they're the feathers. This thing here is going to be a softer point, and I could even round that out a bit and soften that. Yeah, we're just gonna spend a fair bit of time actually fixing up these line weights. But that's what it is. That's how we got to get through this. It's a bit soft. How can I make this eraser a bit more tough, a bit more sharp? Not sure. Yeah, this is sloppy in here. What we might do, I'll tackle the outside, just run around the outer edge, and then I'll work on the inside, and we'll see how that works. Hopefully my voice is coming across loud enough too, because I changed some microphone settings so that I could have it a bit further away. Not sure if it's picking up right, but I'll get through the stream, watch the stream afterwards, and put it up as is, but tweak where needed. Mostly because I'm just too lazy to do a test stream, watch it, make the changes before actually streaming. See, it leaves a fuzzy edge around the eraser. I'd like it to be more crisp. Let's see what this one does. It's a bit better. I might run with this one for a bit and see how this works. Again, I think this is just a bit too thick. Again, this comes down to laziness. I should really rotate the canvas to make this a bit easier. Alright, pause on the drawing. I'm going to try and fix this music issue where I have to keep cutting to the window to refresh the music. Let me try something else real quick. I'm just going to do a search. Okay, so 20 minutes. I'm just trying to find a chill hop
Financial
music
coaching
channel
with MLC. MLC.
Oh, let's get some financial coaching. I don't think we need that. Alright. Pause that. Come on, wait for the beat to drop so I know how loud this is. We can work with that. Alright, back over to my Twitch. Hey! We got some chat happening. Hey, nice wings. Thanks, Civvy. I'm just going around sharpening up all these lines at the moment. Got any drums? Not real drums. I did have a 12-piece drum kit in this room at one stage, but we had to fit both myself and my wife in this one little study room. It's about 3 meters by 3 meters, so yeah, had to get rid of the 12-piece drum kit, hang the guitars so that they're up off the floor. I did have some other instruments hanging around. I've got a bunch of percussion instruments floating around. Some I don't know if you can see them up there. Some African shakers and a kalimba. But yeah, we got some music instruments floating around. I got a an ocarina somewhere. But most of my side of the room is just taken up by magic at the moment, so anyway, welcome in. I'm gonna get back to doing this drawing. Trying to get rid of these inconsistent lines and get some sort of consistency happening with them. I don't know if you're familiar at all with digital art, but if you got any questions, shoot them in chat and I'll do my best to answer them, because I am not an expert, but I know enough to scribble some stuff on a canvas, that's for sure. And a lot of digital art is drawing a line, erasing it, drawing a line, erasing it. That's just par for the course when you've got a draw pad like this instead of an actual screen that you can draw on. And when I get channel points figured out, I may have to have a posture check in there, because the amount of times that you got your head twisted because I haven't figured out the rotate canvas shortcut yet. I gotta change tools up in this menu. In fact, what I might do, let's zoom out so we can see what we're doing. Rotate this bad boy here. Notes. Canvas. Okay. Key mapping. Because I'm sure I can map my own keys as well. So I'll figure out how to do that at some point. Also, let me know if that music's too loud or if the microphone's too soft, and I'll try and tweak it. Ugh, that ain't working. Better. Better. very thin here and thick here, so just trying to get that transition from thin to thick a little bit more seamless. Bumpy here, but that'll work. And this thing's all messed up. Alright. Let's see if we can fix this. Smooth this bump out. Smooth this bump out. And then we'll attack the top. Smooth this guy. I don't mind if the line weight changes, just as long as it's not a super abrupt change. Much smoother. But the chicken man's upside down. Alright, let's fix this one up now. I don't mind having that little wiggle waggle in there because, again, it is a suit. Fabric tends to have lumps and bumps. And if this were an actual art piece, instead of just a OBS scene picture that's going to show up for a couple of minutes, I'd be more meticulous about the sharpness of these lines, the edges. They're going to have some potential color bleed and things like that, but, well, not color bleed, but they just won't be as crisp as I would like. You're going to get some almost edge gradient as it moves through these greys into the black when we put the color underneath. In fact, I can probably do a quick little test. This could be like a dirty yellow. We need a pen, not an eraser. It's not too bad. Not as bad as I thought. Jump back onto line layer. Definitely change that back to black. Look at this. Look at this rubbish. I almost want to redo that line. Guide. I want to thin it out from the outside. That's better. Better. Nope. What am I doing? There we go. Trim some of this. Get rid of some of this. Peel it back to there. Run a pen along it. Run a pen along it. Don't know whether to. Yeah, I think I will. I'll thin this out a little. It's a little too aggressive. Line weight there. Chop in. Something like that. This is one of those lines that I want to taper to a point. And also this one down here. Taper this guy to a point. There we go, cooking. Point there. Don't know what that line is. It's a random crease. Let's get rid of it. See what I was going for. Maybe a bit bigger like that. But a bit more of a curve like that. I don't hate this line, it's just very thin at the ends. Doesn't seem like a deliberate line. Taper it this way. That's fine, this can be thin as well. Because these lines here are just suggestive shape lines, they're not really shape forming outlines or anything. They're just to suggest a direction. Let's go with that. Oh no, that did not do what I wanted it to. Alright, these, how pointy do I want these to be? Yeah, I'm much happier with these lines than how these look. See how here we've got bumps and line weight issues. Haven't fixed that seam yet, but over on this side everything's much more uniform up until we get to the flipper here. That ain't right. Let's go ahead and fix this up. better. It's a bit wobbly. Apologies for those of you who are getting seasick from all the zooming in and out, but you know, it's gotta be done. I kind of wanna, instead of erasing to fix the line weight, I kind of want to brush and keep the thickness. Let's just paint over the same wobbly line with another wobbly line. Not quite what I was after. Might be good. That's way too thick. This needs thinning, not that much though. Trying to spend more time on my line work these days, because the amount of times I'd rush to try and get to the finished product, and I'd sacrifice how the lines look to get there. No good. No good. Fix that up. Ooh. We might need to do another flippy. Flip the duck. I'm hoping you guys can't hear how much my laptop fan is struggling at the moment to play music, stream on Twitch, and process graphics. But it's having a hard time, that's for sure. rotate again. Beautiful. Not so beautiful. What is this nonsense? Start from there. Gonna leave a couple of hit points so I know which direction I'm heading in. Better than that. Didn't I do that? No, I haven't done that side yet. Damn. Better. Let's extend this a bit so we can peel it back. Same thing here. Sometimes you have to extend a line so you can remove it. That's down way too far. Keep that one. Keep that one. Get rid of these. That should really run outside the leg. So let's shave that off. Kinda the same as that. All right. This hot mess needs to be fixed up. Thick. It's not too thick. I'll try and take it easier with the zoom in and outs now. First time chat AI viewers Streambo. How do I get rid of this? As a fire whisper gift. How do I make you go away? Restrict. Pin this message. Click to reply. Whatever. I don't know how to manage bots either. I'm going to be my own moderator for some time. That's alright. Like I said, we'll figure it out bit by bit. Alright, we've been going for 49 minutes. I should follow the lines. Follow the lines, boy, or you'll get lost. Right. Let's jump into this one. Straight away, I want to extend. Okay. What's that wobble? That's under the wing. That should be fine. Rotate. And we'll attack these wings. Similar to what we did with the other ones. How sharp did I have the other ones actually? Let's have a look. Kind of rounded actually. Beautiful. This kicks down. Do I care about it enough? I will be streaming Magic on this channel shortly. Once I get this OBS scene thing wrapped up. I've got a couple of cameras that I'll be setting up. One will be doing Magic front on for the camera here. The other will be a top-down view of a close-up pad where I'll be doing card work down here. So tune in for those. It'll be interactive. I'll be asking the chat for suggestions of name cards, name numbers, things of that nature. And it should be a good time. So keep an eye out for those. They are coming very soon. I'm uploading all these Twitch streams, or most of them, to YouTube as well, hence the royalty-free music. So, where was I going with that? Uploading them to YouTube. Yeah, so keep an eye on YouTube, as well as Twitch. Now, this stream has been going for almost an hour. And last time I exported this Twitch stream, or a Twitch stream, to YouTube, it took quite a while to actually upload. So I don't want to go too much longer than an hour. And I may even have to chop it up into half-hour videos. We'll see how we go. I would like to keep them as 1 hour videos on YouTube. But at the same time, I was hoping to have this thing done in that hour, and I've only done the outside up to this wing. I've still got this section here to go, as well as the inside of the face, and the duckbill needs fixing up as well. So what I might end up doing is calling it there. Thanks for joining those who joined, and thanks for everyone on YouTube who's watching. Feel free to hit that like button and subscribe and all those good clickable goodies. And I'm just going to kill the music real quick. And I'll see you the next time I'm streaming or the next time I upload to YouTube. We'll finish off this line work, get the words, the text on the screen, and hopefully the stream after that will be the coloring. I think I can get the coloring, at least the flats down, because I color in 3 layers. I have a flats layer and then a highlights and a shadows as 2 separate layers. Makes it easier to manage, color adjust, etc. Although I've got to learn how to do an adjustments layer in Clip Studio Paint now. But yeah, we'll do the coloring. I should at least get the flats down in the next stream after that, and then we'll do highlights and shadows as the final one. So probably 3 more streams of art before we get to the magic goodness. Until then, I'm Scotty P, the Mid-Strength Magician. I bloody love magic. That's my usual sign-off, but I've been doing art. I don't have an art sign-off, so comment below. What's my art sign-off? Until next time, see ya.